Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Loud and clear.
All right, Z, give us the rundown of what just happened. You were paying attention, right?
We're in Greyol. There's other nations around.
We're in a city
We
of
export
Vaz, right?
seaweed.
There's a city of Nazareth that's a commercial city.
Yes. In the Wolventine Empire.
Its
Yeah.
main
Wolverine.
export is dried fish and seaweed paper.
Yes. It was at war with a neighboring country called the Grisham Dominican. And to the north, there's the Falcon Republic and the Kingdom of Gizajet. 20 years ago, the war ended and peace accords were signed to abolish slavery. But now there are non-humans trying to live their lives, but equality seems so far away. Badrak is on the southwest coast, fairly close to the border, and therefore the population is about half and half between humans and non-humans. And this is where our legend begins. Right. So, scene starts in a ruined church, where one of you, a small goblin man, is waking up to the sound of being yelled at by a youngish halfling girl after he got into a brawl last night, more of a one-sided attack by humans against him, as he tempted fate and tried drinking at one of the human pubs. What's your name again? Wake up, Goodio. Yeah. Wake up, Goodio. I can't have you sitting here all day. After I healed you last night, what are you going to do for me? It's not like you can pay donations to the church anymore. Would you like to respond and describe yourself, Jamie?
Yes. I am a goblin. I'm a blood hunter. I am a little mischievous. I like to steal things that aren't mine. Don't cross me, and we'll be good.
Would you like to respond to what the young halfling girl just said?
I'll steal something for you and give it back to you when I see you next.
To think you grew up in a church, there's no way you could have possibly been my brother. You do know this halfling girl. You grew up in the church together as orphans that were taken under the care of the late... what's the name? The late Mother Supreme or whatever, whose name was Helene.
I will provide for you, and I will go get some food for you.
No. I demand 2 copper right now. She holds out a hand.
I will check
you-
to
do
see
you-
if I
do you-
have 2 copper. I will be nice. Can I give 2 copper?
Yeah, sure. And as you are placing money into her hands, a imposing-looking dwarf has appeared in the doorway, trying to make his presence known. He slams the door, even though it just swings all the way through to the other side, not making a sound. And Fjord, you've just witnessed what seems to be extortion in a church. After providing healing, they're just asking for money. Not very holy, in your opinion.
You see a striking dwarf cleric adorned in,
You're a paladin.
yeah, just a scorned derision on his face. Just like, the fuck? The fuck am I hearing? What is this?
Oh, hello. So, who might you be? And the young girl turns away from Goodyear to greet the new guest. She's like, I'm Fawn, the current proprietor of this. She looks around, feeling rather embarrassed at the state of things.
What's her name? Spell it for me.
Fawn, Fawn.
Fawn. Okay. And she what runs the church building?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's the predecessor to the late Helene.
Okay.
Is there anything I can do for you? We don't get someone that looks as well dressed as you in this sort of part of town.
All right. Okay. This is Z talking. Why the fuck is my character here? Am I praying at this church? Am I aligned to this church?
Did you not read the thing that I sent you?
Ah,
Yeah.
come on.
Fuck off. I have read it. Yeah.
No. You know the file.
What in my character sheet or the thing you sent me on Discord?
The thing I sent you on Discord, the notes thing. Did you not pin it?
No,
The letter from the monastery.
no. What the fuck? There. Okay. Thanks. Thanks for pinning. Ah. Okay. Now that makes more sense because now I have a reason to be here. Okay. I pull from my underneath one of my plates of armor that I'm holding a letter, and I hand it over.
Oh,
The letter reads, and do you want me to read it, or would you like to read it? It's up to you.
oh, I'm terribly sorry. I'm not very well read here, and I can read simple text, but you might have to read this for me. Says
Very well. Okay. It is a letter from the monastery. Your wish to change the church name and allow your late Mother Superior into sainthood. You are now in the Church of Saint Helene, the mother of lost souls who would throw away her sanctity to the whims of the mistress in order to feed the lost orphans in her care and heal the souls in need. Her devotion to caring gives hope. We send to you our hope in the form of young Ford. And I look at it and go, that's me. So he might learn the caring this church so devotedly provides, and be the holy knight for Saint Helene as her champion. Yours faithfully, Grand Abbot Grimmer. And I fold the letter up. And since I've read it, I just stuff it back in my own pocket because it's like, fuck, she doesn't need it.
Oh my goodness! I can't believe you're from the monastery. I never expected them to write back. And she's gonna hand back the 2 copper that she just took because she feels bad that you've just witnessed extortion.
Oh god.
Woohoo!
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of raise an eyebrow over to Jamie's character. Jamie, what's your character called again, mate?
Gudio.
Goodyear, yeah.
Guido. Jamie, that's what I need
I
to know.
wasn't allowed Guido.
What do you mean you were not? You were allowed Guido.
The name
You're a
went...
goblin. You're a goblin, correct?
Yeah.
Roger that. Okay, thank you. Carry on.
Well, now that you hear, do you know anything about this town? Like, do you know your way around at all? Because I've got a nice helper. And she like stamps on Goodyear's foot. And she's like, this young man's gonna help you around if you don't know your way, right? Just like stares at him, just like thinking, and just like looks back to his hand where she just put back the copper coins.
Hmm.
I
I mean,
could maybe.
I just raise an eyebrow at the both of you. I say, well, I know that it's known for its commerce and entertainment, but treading in unknown streets is bound to get me in trouble. So someone who's been here would be helpful to have around.
Great. Well, Goodyear, why don't you take young Master Ford here to the market? He's more likely to get good stuff this early in the morning. And then maybe show him around past the Colosseum or something like that. You know your way better than me.
Maybe. Come on then.
And she's
We'll
gonna
go
like
to the market.
she'll start pushing you out the door and just like quickly get like as you leave you see her just like frantically like sweeping trying to get some of the dust out of the way now that someone of your standing is gonna be around.
Okay.
Come on then. We'll go to the market. But I will
Marvelous.
warn you,
Hmm.
they don't like non-humans around here. So don't let your guard down.
Understood.
And be careful of thieves. They're common around here. Be careful.
It's a good thing I have what appears to be a very fine thief in my company then, protecting me. And I'm there like secured, making sure my coin pouch is quite secure against me. Like,
And
okay.
I'm currently eyeing up your coin pouch. So we'll go to the market then.
As you make your way through the narrow streets of the slums, you eventually find your way to the market. It's a bustling place, mainly filled with humans. Seems quite hard for non-humans to get permits to sell in these parts. But there are a few non-human stores as well. Most of the produce seems to be of food value because a lot of fish, and there's a few cartography stations, presumably because of the paper trade in the area. And there's like odd trinket stores, and like there's one that's dedicated to second-hand weapons, but nothing of like fresh value that you can see. It's all going to be like second-hand or produce. Um, would you like to look for anything in particular, or?
Yeah, just bear with me 1 second. Do we? Is there a place where I could get some rations? Maybe 2 or 3 days worth of rations.
You could probably cobble together something from like the various food stores you see. There's one that's like selling baked goods, like bread, and like, it's quite
Yeah.
easy to find.
Okay. So to get say 3 days worth of rations, how much? Because I have. How much would that cost? And I'll just minus that off my inventory and add 3 days worth of rations on.
Oh, if you go to the cheaper looking ones, it'll probably set you back like 5 copper for a day's worth. But then if you want some more healthier looking produce, you're probably looking at a like 2 silver for 3 days worth.
All right. I'll take the 2 silvers off.
As you're going around, you hear a commotion behind you. Like you've now got your rations that you wanted, but there seems to be an argument going on at one of the cartography stores. It seems that a human stall owner has accused a little halfling of stealing his work, and this halfling is now arguing with the guards, saying that it's his work that it is rather than the thing. the human. And so this is you, Ollie. It's like the guard chair. You can't be stealing other people's work. Shouting that to you, Ollie. He's an old grizzled warrior.
I have not stole a thing. You bloody humans stealing from me. Look at the size of you. I could try and steal a thing from you if I tried.
He says it's his work, not yours. So, how do I know that it's your work? Do you want to show him the piece, like a piece of your work?
Yeah, so I dig through my bag and I just look at him and go, look, here's some of my other work. Clearly, this is another piece that is just as much mine as these are. I bet he cannot produce any kind of work that is like this.
Yeah, so the map on the table looks like this. It's a very well detailed, colourful map of the city itself. And the piece that you've just shown him looks almost identical, but in rough sketch. And the guard's eyeing it up and looking it over. I can't very well take business away from him, but you watch yourself. You storms off. And it's like, kicks up some dust and like pushes you down the ground, falling a few feet from the other two. Do you want to describe yourself, Ollie?
Bloody hell! Well, I am half coot. As you can see, I'm a stout halfling, or half stump, as my mother knew me. And yeah, I try to avoid trouble where I can, but cartography is my craft and subtlety is my profession, but maybe not of my nature. What brings you two to town?
I help him up and say, I'm here on holy business. My companion here is a guide to the city today. Or what might be your name? I'm Ford.
Ah, half coot. Pleased to meet you. Thanks for helping me up. But yeah, we're quite a rabble of the short ones here, aren't we? Can't see over me old Ned.
You hear in the someone's just like about to walk past you and go, oh, and walk past and it's like almost tripped over them as they keep on going.
I sigh, such is the plight of the shorter races.
I'm not short. I'm quite tall for my race. Thank you very much.
He is actually.
I'm 5 foot.
You're
3
5 foot.
Am I 3 foot?
I think
You're
you're
a
3
goblin.
foot 5.
I'm 2'11".
I was gonna say you're a fucking goblin. How are you 5 foot?
You're quite short for your race, actually.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's a sensitive subject.
It's a subject. I think I'm the tallest. I'm like a solid 4, aren't I? Solid 4
I think
foot
so.
for a dwarf. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm shorter than 4 foot.
Plus with the heels in your boot.
Yeah. It's an extra inch. It counts, alright?
One extra inch
cheating,
makes all the
boy.
difference. Okay. So from here, there's like, there's a few places you could go to. Just like, what sort of thing would you like to see first?
I turn to Z. Sorry, to Z.
Fjord.
What's your character name?
God.
I'm Ford.
Ford.
With a J. Ford.
So I turn to Ford at this point and just putting my hand on his shoulder and say, "Ah, I could do with a bloody drink, and I tell you, I know the best places to drink into the city. Fancy joining me?"
It's hard to be pious without some alcohol, I will admit.
Video, you gonna
Sure.
enter
Are
the
you going to
conversation?
join us?
I guess we're going for a drink, aren't we? It's easier to steal from drunk people.
um, so I have a little bit of an issue I need to settle regards my recent issues, and I need to make sure I've got a room for the night. But I'm sure your fine selves will be able to help me with my situation. But I can tell you that the Brazen Bull has got the best ale in the city.
I'm sure the newly anointed Church of Saint Helene could put us up if needed for a small donation.
I think we should start with a beer.
But first, libations. Libations.
Okay, so where you are on the map, you're probably just south of the big building and amongst all the stalls. To get to the Brazen Bull, you'd have to go back through the slums, and or you could take the route through the warehouse district, which Goodio would be a good guide for.
I'm
I'm trying to think.
So you, Ollie, would know the way past the warehouses as the hustle and bustle would keep your wares more secure than going through the slums.
Yeah.
But
So
I'm
I'm
quicker.
going to turn to both Gudio and Fjord. I'm like, Gudio, or did either of you know the warehouse district at all? It's going to be the safer way to get through to the inn without having to trek through the slums.
I know. I only know the shortcut through the slums. It's quicker and it hides us.
Hide? I'm not very stealthy.
There's perks to
You're
being.
You'll be
a-
fine, I assure you. Two of us will keep you hidden. We're well
This is
trained.
this is he speaking. Please, for the love of God, I get disadvantage on stealth throws. Please don't try and make me stealth. I
I
beg
mean,
of you.
you've got nothing to hide from yet.
Oh, you don't
Well-
become a renowned thief by walking out in the open, do you?
I mean, a
Well,
good thief wouldn't
it's
be
up to the
renowned.
both of you. I'd say if you've got valuables that they need
It's
more
me.
protecting in the slums.
I'm a valuable.
Well, go the good way then. This
Thank you.
one.
So through the warehouse district it is then.
Okay.
Right. It's fucking fine.
May I suggest we try and stay within the bustles of the crowds. We'll be barely seen at our height.
We're gonna get stepped on. This is
Yeah, but be careful we aren't trodden over.
Right, so as you make your way, you go past there's a brewery you pass that it smells quite foul smelling, so it's safe to assume that it's hops that's brewing for the beers in the local area. Yeah, so it's not your average like wine distillery or anything like that you go past, but you take note that that's where that is, and you make your way through the warehouse district, made primarily of like big buildings with a sort of Tudor wood beam and white mortar. And what's it called? Walls, I guess. That's the best word I can think of. And yeah, they look quite modern warehouses. You think quite secure, unlike the like. It's not like just a group of barns thrown together. Like these are, you can tell that it's a commercial city because of these warehouses. As you make your way through, eventually you stumble at the Brazen Bull Inn, which is what's seen. Brazen Bull Inn. It's Similar design to the rest. You think it might have been a smaller warehouse that had been converted in the past. And given its location, it's always full of the hustle and bustle of various workers. It tends to be the bigger non-humans working in the area, so you'll slip right in and not be noticed. So you have to make yourself heard if you want to get a drink. You see that there's like an orc and a Goliath like smoking out the front just by the entrance before you go in.
So as we approach the inn, I turn to both of Guido and Fjord. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not entirely sure what I've done, and I've no idea what to expect on the other side of the door. However,
I'm just like, what? You fucking brought us here! What?
you both seem very charitable people, and I'm going to be honest. I feel like backup might be needed.
Are we gonna get robbed?
No, I need to do some friendly negotiations to try and make sure I keep my room for the night.
Okay.
All I can say is they're unhappy with myself and my residency there at this
Now,
present time.
Why would that be?
Well, as you might have guessed, I like a drink.
Yes.
That's about where the story ends. To my knowledge.
For fuck's sake. Can I roll an insight check to see if there's actually more to the story or not? Or is that literally him just going, I just like drinking too much, and that's the fucking issue? Can I please roll insight?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. I rolled a natural 1. Let's go. He's telling the truth, dude. Fucking A. There's defo no more to it then. They just don't like a half. They're drinking, dude. Fucking A.
You just like, the more you squint looking at him as he's telling the story, it's like, you can see that he's having you on, and like just keeps telling it. And so you're just like, oh yeah, alright.
Can I just say, first roll of the session, first roll of the campaign is a natural 1.
Get the bad luck
Great
out now.
start. Yeah. I'm going to write that in chat for anyone that's got it muted so they can see it.
Right, so as you approach the door, the Goliath and Orc like nods at the three of you and you go, alright, have tensions easing off after last night, eh?
Yeah. Sure. Say, you wouldn't happen to know what exactly happened, do you?
You snogged the innkeep's daughter.
Oh.
To be fair, Vanessa is a looker. I'd have her if I were you.
Oh, I mean, let's just hope it was a snog. Or maybe not. So I'm guessing the innkeeper's not to tell me what was her name again. His
Vanessa.
name.
Vanessa was
Vanessa.
the girl. You know that the landlord is we'll call him Humphrey.
Oh, is Humphrey in there?
I think he just popped out for getting some more food. They ran out of potatoes.
And is Vanessa in there?
He's manning the bar, lad. Go on, son.
I turn back to just give me a moment to say to the guards, and I turn around to Fjord and
It's
Green.
just patrons.
Yeah, the patron. I turn my back to the patrons and I say, "Give me a minute." And I turn back to both of Guido and Fjord and say, "I might be biased, but I think we should go in."
I did say I wanted a drink, and I stand by what I said. So we will proceed in.
Before before Fjord finishes speaking, I open the door.
I'd go, well, yep, okay, yep, we're going in. Okay, fine, yep.
You burst open the door and you see this beautiful-looking fairy at the bar. She's currently pouring a pint for another patron, and there seems to be quite a mix of humans and non-humans in this establishment. It's probably the closest in that you will get to equality. And,
Okay.
but as it is so popular, price is sort of in the mid-range, so it's affordable for the non-human workers and the humans as well.
Can I chat up the person behind the bar?
You can certainly try.
Jamie,
So
tread
what-
carefully, mate. Tread fucking carefully, bro.
I'm gonna approach the person behind the bar. And,
Okay.
So Jamie's doing that. I'm looking
Fine.
oddly at him.
try and sweet talk them into getting a free drink.
Okay, I'll need you to say what you're going to say to her and roll a persuasion check.
Persuasion. Okay. Who's behind the bar?
Vanessa.
Vanessa.
So this is the first time you're
Vanessa.
seeing her.
Damn, Vanessa.
Instantly thrown out of the pub.
What is
Well done.
Vanessa?
What is
Out
she?
of character. What is she? Yeah,
She's a fairy.
Is she
the fairy?
Like in
She's
the,
the
in
fairy.
photo.
like in the photo. Hmm.
Out of character. I can't believe you're already stepping straight in there. You know, this could be my true love, man.
Well,
Fucking outrage,
Fucking-
bro.
too slow.
He was there last night, dickhead.
What?
Well,
The
yeah, there
fuck?
again. Anyway, Dan, Vanessa, you got some nice wings on you. Mind if I take a ride on them?
What the fuck?
What did you roll? For that, I'm going to make you roll a disadvantage.
Well, do I roll persuasion then? Or what do I
Yeah.
do?
So roll twice, add your persuasion modifier to both of them, and whichever's the lowest is the one that you've got to tell me.
13 on the first. And 13 on the second one.
All right. We're just gonna finish pouring her pint for the other patron. Put it to the side. And she looks at you, like raised eyebrow, and goes, "It's a nice try, hun, but I don't know you."
I pipe up going, was it really a nice try?
I then approach the bar as well and slide up, casually throw a cheeky wink at Vanessa, and I say, "Oh, hey, Nessie, I had a really good time last night."
I'm just going to sulk in the corner.
How shall we
She
go
pours-
get a drink in the corner?
Oh, honey bun, that was nice last night, but
Mhm.
I've got to work. Father is out at the moment. But here, don't tell him. She pours like a shot of whiskey and slides it over to you. So, if you two other lads would like a drink, I'll be happy to take your money.
Yeah, I roll my eyes. Going, yeah, I'll have a pint of ale. Whatever ale you've got.
I down my whiskey and kiss her hand because I'm a gent.
Because I'm a gent. Because I'm a real one. I'm an OG, bro.
She blushes slightly and like, flicks back her hair and starts pouring a pint. Says, "That'd be 5 copper."
Yeah, I hand her a silver. I don't have. Fucking coppers, bro.
I turn to Fjord and I say, "What? Can't afford gold for the nice lady?"
Fuck off, mate. I'm not paying a gold for a pint of ale. Eat my fucking holy asshole, dude. Jesus.
She slides you back 5 copper and puts a finger on one and puts her arm on the desk and looks you deep in the eyes and just slides one of them towards her. Tip for the lady?
Hey, I roll my eyes going, yeah, sure thing.
My, aren't you a gentleman? See, you're in fine company, Half.
Well,
She
we
shouts
are
so-
now.
She shouts over to the sulking goblins like, "Hey, you having one?"
No.
I slide the other coppers over and just pour him a pint.
Well, there
And I'm
goes
just
my
like-
tip, and she starts pouring another pint. But you can
I'm
see
like-
that this one's clearly more foam than yours at the top.
I also throw some copper over and you mind just one more for myself, baby?
Baby.
Just anything for you. And she pours one more. It's practically no foam.
Yeah.
And
I chuck actually a couple of copper in as a tip.
she blows you a kiss and takes the copper. And then gets back
Fucking
to her other
A.
patrons.
I throw a beer mat at the halfling.
Do you want to just take it, or do you want to try and style it out?
I just want to take it.
Take 1d4 bludgeoning damage because of the ferocity of that throw of the beer mat.
You feel
I try
hard
to
cards
catch it in my teeth.
plonk you in the head.
I'm just quite. My thought's quite obvious. Is like, Guido, from all the posturing of how badass you were, and you failed wonderfully so trying to flirt with this woman. It's marvelous.
Yes.
At this point,
I get to the table and I pour some of my much less foamy ale to top up Gudio's extremely foamy ale.
We're all there trying to console Guido because he just fucked up that fucking hitting on the barmaid so bad. I'm just like, why would you think that would work? She's
Who
a
doesn't want-
barmaid.
He doesn't want free drinks.
Who's gonna give you free drinks?
Didn't even want Vanessa, just wanted the free drink, but still
Exactly.
said, I want to ride you.
Yeah,
I
there you
know,
go.
like, what the hell?
You don't live in the slums by spending money, do you?
I guess not, but yeah. You could also save money and steal. But yeah, out of character though, I have gotten a free drink in Italy once by I said to like the person, so, can I test out some Italian? It's the only phrase I know. I went, say una bella donna. So for those of you that don't know, that means you're a beautiful lady. So I got a nice free half pint for that.
Don't reinforce the behaviour because he's just going to mercilessly hit on every attractive character in this fucking campaign. Please.
I'm gonna seduce them and rob them.
It's alright, as long as he rolls a performance check.
Yeah.
Get fucked.
So as you two are like jabbing, quipping, trying to console your new companion, there's a snap at the door as this large male fairy walks in carrying a sack of potatoes, puts it on the floor. Chips are back on the menu, boys. It booms. And he's like, he's one-eyed, he's got an eye patch on, he's like scanning the room, and he's like, so who wants a feast? Scans over, and his eyes stop at the table as he sort of recognizes the back of a bald head.
He's gonna get a potato lobbed at his head, isn't he?
You there! Turn round with the goblin and the asshole.
So I kind of mid freeze of pouring of like taking my drink. I just kind of like turn at the waist with a raised eyebrow. Like the fuck, dude? Why?
I casually lean over to Fjord and just whisper into his ear. I think the asshole is you.
I've done nothing. Is this how all pious men are
Turn
treated?
round. Turn round, asshole. Or you're getting a potato.
I stand up and turn around with my hands, partly in the air, not like hands up kind of thing, but a calming he's like easy down kind of motions. You know what I mean?
Why, have you proposed to my young girl yet? I said if you haven't proposed by the end of the day, you're out of here.
I've but yet to find a ring so befitting to her beauty.
I snort into my drink. You hear it bubble.
I can think of one ring on you that would be good for my finger.
Well,
And he holds up
the
the
thing is,
stump of a hand.
Oh god! Oh my god!
I hold my finger up and I just say, just wait 1 second while someone's simultaneously grabbing my pint of ale from the table and begin just downing the ale while still holding my finger up towards Humphrey.
So how are you going to make this right? Eh? And he's looking more and more manic by the second. So is there any way that you can think to calm him down?
I go to Humphrey and I say, Humphrey, let's have a drink. Let's have a drink about it. I shout at Vanessa and say, Vanessa, your dad would love a drink. Can we get a pint of ale for your fine dad here?
Tell you what.
And I lean over to him and I'm just like, go help him with the fucking potatoes.
Tell you what. I'll be forgiven if you beat me at a game of cards.
I didn't hear that quite. I thought you said
A
tennis.
game of cards.
Oh
Did you
god!
I repeat again. So did you say tennis?
Cards. God damn! He lobs like 2 potatoes. He's got quite a beefy hand in his left hand, and he picked up 2 of them and throws them at once.
Can I try and catch a potato?
Yeah, sure. So one of them's definitely going to miss. One's gonna probably get him in the shoulder. So the one that misses, do you want to try and get?
Yeah, rations.
All right. Try and go for a dexterity. Just straight up dexterity roll.
22.
22.
Oh.
Yeah.
Lightning fast, you reach out, grab it in your hand, you look at it, sort of surprised that you caught it, and you just quickly stuff it in your pocket before anyone notices.
So can I then roll to try and catch the potato, but in my teeth?
Sure. We'll go with acrobatics. Acrobatics for that one.
Okay, how do I do a roll?
How do you do a roll? Oh, do you not have physical dice? Do you want me to roll for you?
No, I don't have physical dice.
Well, in any case, do you have your D&D Beyond character sheet up?
Yes.
You can roll
in the
on that.
bottom left corner, there should be a dice symbol.
Okay,
You can-
cool.
You
So
can click on the. You see, there's a bunch of pluses next to. There's a plus next to your acrobatics on the skills.
Yes.
There's a,
You
you
could
can
just
click.
click that.
You click that and it rolls that
All
with
right.
the plus.
2 plus 8, so 10.
You line yourself up just right to catch it. You open your mouth, and it smacks you in the nose. And it's like, you just like a small trickle of blood starts just pulling down. It's not enough to like properly come off your lip, but it's just peeking out your nose.
Roll
you don't
1d4
take any,
bludgeoning.
you don't take any damage from it though. It's just
That'd
a
be so
superficial
funny.
wound.
That'd be so funny.
I wipe the blood off my nose, and I walk over to where the potatoes are, gesturing to calm down, and say, look, Humphrey," and I try and direct him to face the bar. And as I'm doing so, can I roll to try and steal a few potatoes?
Sure, but how are you going to distract him?
I've gently like walked up to him. Okay, so I start off with that. I'm walking up to him. I was like, Humphrey, come on now. There's no need. I jest. Now, you know, I'm gonna work something with you out here with your daughter, and well, what can I do? How can we make this work? I need to stay here another night, and it won't do. At least another night or two, and even my dear friends here are bringing you custom. Who I've
The asshole too. He looks like noble scum.
I'm a holy man.
Oh.
He's not noble, holy. He's a good man.
Tell you what, clean out the shit every night for a week. You got a deal.
I look towards Vanessa to get an approving nod.
And he sort of marches over as she like winks at you and just like nods, and marches over to her to like start and like telling her like stay the fuck away from that guy. He's no good for you.
As he's doing that, I'll go to steal some potatoes.
Right, so since his back is turned and everything, sure, just a regular sleight of hand. But beware that someone else could call you out on it. So I'm going to roll against your roll as well.
Oh shit! Okay. I couldn't see it. Oh, 20 plus 5, 25.
Yeah, don't worry. I rolled a roll. Whatever you rolled, you'd have at least gotten one. So you managed to nab 5 potatoes before your pockets are full.
Guys, why are you stealing potatoes? Jesus Christ!
I need food, and I'm not paying.
See, he gets it.
How broke are you, motherfuckers? What the hell?
Why spend money when you don't need to?
You clearly aren't from here.
Okay, this holy guy doesn't even know how to sum it.
Or he turns around and looks at you. In a few hours, they're closing the arena tournament look-ins. You could win some big money there. And pay me a percentage. Granted, you also might die, which would be perfect for me.
What? Can we ask
as
for more
much as-
details?
Yeah, I mean, how much is the prize money?
As far as I know, 500 gold.
We're going.
No, I don't know about you. I'm not much of a fighter.
I vote yes.
And, I've got...
Or of a lover, are you?
Well, yeah, that's what your daughter said about it. Oh, no,
Why, and he starts running at you with like a ladle that he's picked up from the side.
All right, everyone, roll initiative. We're fighting the landlord. Well done.
You could always just run.
I've done nothing wrong. He's not asked about me.
He's not asked about you.
Yeah.
No, he's just going to Holly.
Not my
So the
monkey, not
question
my
is-
circus.
Before I do initiative, do you want to fight or do you want to just run? How would it look to Vanessa?
I want to... Oh, shit, I'm going to have to fight.
I want to
Are
fight
you?
to show off for Vanessa.
So I don't know. I just trying to think whether or not that's going to be good for. Don't know how much she loves her dad. You know, it's difficult. I'm going to choose to run,
Okay.
but like, I've just laughed and kind of like run.
Okay. Roll an athletics to see if he does or doesn't catch up to land a smack on you.
That one. 17 plus 1.
Oh yeah, you just
18.
out the door. Out the door faster than a dad going for milk.
Yeah. As I get out the door, I shout, "Cheers to the potatoes, dickhead!"
God damn it, dude.
One of the other patrons hears Vanessa go, "What a man!" as you leave.
Oh,
Fucking
dear.
potato bandit. The fucking spud bandit. God damn it.
Are
Oh,
you two
that's how I
following
want to be
suit?
known.
No, I'm
As is
finishing my fucking pint.
Right. The landlord's like, he picks up the sack of potatoes and glares at you two and is like, "Once you've drunk that, I better not see you. Not unless you're paying for more."
Alright, okay. And I'm going to calmly take my time finishing my drink.
Gudio, are you going to take your time?
Yeah, well, we may as well stay.
Okay.
I
So-
choose to hide somewhere that I can see the door to the inn and watch for Humphrey to leave.
So you stand by the smokers. Just making casual conversation with the orc and Goliath as you wait. And there's about 20 minutes that pass before the other two finish their pints and exit the premises. Oh, it looks like your
It's a
friends
beer pints, you two.
uh,
So it's about midday now for you lot, and there's like probably there's what's it called, a poster on the side of the inn that says about the arena's tournament this starting this week, and you can see that you've got 3 hours left if you want to try and participate or just check it out.
We have a vote.
I mean,
We
yeah,
can go have a
sure,
look at it, can't we? We should go we could go check it out.
Yeah, we'll go have a look, sure.
We'll have a look.
Cool. And what way are you taking? Through the slums or back through the warehouse district?
I'll go
Uh,
warehouse.
Warehouse
I'm going
district.
warehouse.
He says as he choosing a raw potato.
Yeah, where are we going again specifically?
You're heading towards the arena.
Okay.
So you make your way back through the warehouse district. As you go through all the stores to make your way to the arena, you notice a much larger building in the middle of the stores, but that's not your destination. And you continue onwards. As you're going, are you going to chat about anything? Do you want to keep your eye out for anything?
Uh,
Are you going to be doing some
I
talk
turn
typing,
to I turn to Gudio and I say, "So there's always warehouses around, you know. There's got to be. What time? What time is it at this point?
It's
Is it daytime?
the sun's like probably an hour past its zenith.
and
mean-
we have a peek through the windows. Can we climb up and have a look in?
Yeah,
the-
that's,
Big building in amongst the stalls, or whilst you were in the warehouse district?
We'll go warehouse district. I feel like the big
Sure.
building will be seen immediately.
So the fronts of the warehouses, most of them are being manned quite a lot. Some of them you can see have their doors open, and it looks like they've got some cloth. A lot of them with dried fish in. But there's 2 or 3 that are quite heavily locked. They don't have anyone nearby. You could probably look through a side window if you so choose. Would you like to look through one of those?
Yes.
All right.
Mm.
Roll
Climb up.
perception, and so for one of you, the window is too high. For the other 2 of you, if you go on tiptoes, you could probably just about see. Do you want to help Gudio see, or do you want or do you want him to find his own
I
way?
offer to prop up Gudio so he
Can
can
I
see through the window.
acrobatic up there?
Yeah, you can probably. I mean, it's not really that bad, but if you got a
I
box or something,
get
you could
Gudio
just.
to jump on my shoulders.
And we'll climb. I'll get on his shoulders then.
All right. So all of you are able to see into the thing. Are you looking through, Z?
No.
No. All right. So
Does he keep?
are both of you wanting to look through?
Yeah, I want to.
Yeah.
Okay. Who wants to do the primary looking? Because we'll just do
What's
an
your
advantage roll because you're helping. One of you's helping.
thought we rolled
My
perception?
my perception is +0.
I've got +5.
Also, you do the primary looking then.
All right, so
Okay.
Ollie, I want you to roll twice and to give me your best.
3 + 5, so there's an 8, and 2 plus an 8.
God.
As far as you can tell, this room is just locked up because it's not being used at the moment. There is one more that you could possibly look at.
We go try and look at the other one as well.
Do I not get to look?
Because you were helping him look, that's why you got
Oh, I
advantage.
was helping. Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll have a look in the other one.
All right, and same issue again. I'm assuming you're still on his shoulders. You just
Yeah.
run across the street on his shoulders.
You know, 14-foot goblin, you're bloody heavy.
Oi! Don't fat shame me.
I'm not, I'm weight shaming you. It's very different. You're just dense.
I am not.
Don't intelligence shame him. Right, and once
Are you
again,
looking again?
So, do you want me to? I'll do the rolls again.
Yeah.
Are you serious? 2.
Oh my!
Incredible.
Hey!
what is it?
25.
Oh, so that was a natural 20.
Yeah.
Right. So if you look in this one, you can definitely see, right? There's multiple safes in this one, all of them locked. You can't tell the value of any of them, like of what might actually be in these things, but you know that it looks like some sort of lockbox storage facility, which would make you assume that people are storing their valuables in these safes for a premium.
My eyes glow up as I turn to Gudia and say, well, I show him my thieves' tools that I have in my inventory. And then,
And
I also have a crowbar in my inventory.
I think you also have thieves' tools.
I think I do as well.
But Ollie,
So I start talking.
you know the knowledge that some of the wealthier people do hire out lockboxes to store their stuff in, whereas Gudio
Okay, cool.
just he just sort of assumes that there are safes. Safes probably have stuff in.
So now addressing both Fjord and Gudio, I say, look, there's always safes in there, and trust me, part of the commerce in this place is they rent out these safes to people for keep all their valuables and everything else. There could be a good haul in there if we were so inclined to be to take a look and try and get in there. I particularly turn to Fjord and say, I don't know how that crosses with your god, holy man.
Not very well, and I'm very stony faced, and I'm literally gonna find somewhere way out of the way to stand, leaning against the wall.
So this is still like the middle of the day, and there's a lot of hustle and bustle going on around the front of the warehouse.
Yeah, I'm staying way the fuck away from all of this. Like, I don't want a single piece of this. No one can say that I was involved with these two. I'm staying way the fuck away.
We're gonna go through the side.
I reckon this is as being half cute. So I could it's a bit of the wrong time of day to be thinking about this, but can I make a note on my map?
Yeah.
And say like,
oh right, I'm still on this one. So on your map, you're probably right. You see the warehouse that's like in the middle of the like 5 connecting the
yeah.
That's the warehouse where they're all in. So it's quite open and like generally during the day there's hustle and bustle going down both sides, and it's at the rear of it that you're at the moment.
So I make a little marking on my map to note that that's the warehouse full of all the stuff. I say, look, we shouldn't do this in the middle of the day, and perhaps we shouldn't make an enemy of our new. Wait, can I start talking in thieves' cant? Because I imagine that Gudio knows thieves' cant language.
No, he wouldn't.
I do not.
Oh, fair. Okay,
he's not a thief.
Isn't he? Isn't he?
No, I'm a criminal.
He took Blood Hunter instead of thief as class.
Okay.
Not thief, rogue.
I'm rogue.
Yeah, you're rogue, but Goodio's Blood Hunter.
Blood Hunter. Yeah, okay. So look, we should come back later when it's if we're gonna do this, we need to come back here at night time when it's less obvious. We'll get caught in the day. I start walking over towards Fjord and stood by the wall. So okay, sorry, we you know how hard times are here. You gotta make money where you can find it. You know.
I'm just not even going to bother responding.
For being a wimp.
I roll attack on Gudio.
I roll acrobatics.
Were you attacking with bare hand?
Backhand.
Oh, right. So you bet unarmed strike.
Yeah.
Okay, there it is. Okay, so first of all, he needs to roll to attack, and if that hits, then you'll have to roll acrobatics to see if you manage to dodge.
Okay.
So his armor class is 14. If you roll above that, he'll have to roll to dodge.
Yeah, I rolled an 18.
An 18. Okay, so he's definitely going to hit you with this slap unless you manage to dodge. So let's see how good it would be acrobatics. how good your
Okay.
acrobatics are.
It adds so much. It's a backhand.
I can't actually see what I got.
23. You
18.
dodged.
Oh yes!
So yeah, so he goes to backhand you, and you rolled an insight check.
Oh, you rolled insight. LOL. Roll
No,
again.
that was you. Oh no, it's just
Did I
catching
roll
up
it?
for me. Don't worry.
I was gonna
Ah,
say,
this
what
is
the
so
hell?
cool. I didn't. I've not been looking at this.
Ah,
So
I
yeah.
definitely rolled 23 on acrobatics.
So he's going to backhand you. It looked, for everyone else that was witnessing this, it looks like they're about like you're just millimeters away from getting him right in the ear, and he just ducks down. To your hand brushes over, and because of the weight of your armor, it just like sort of makes you stumble a little to regain your posture before responding.
Potentially, could I perform an uppercut?
Sure, since he stumbled, you can have an attack of opportunity.
I'll be nice. I won't. I'll let him know. I'll laugh. I'll laugh and smile at him.
Yeah, Fawn wouldn't be too happy if you did attack the guest of the church that you grew up in.
yeah, and I just snarl. Wait till Fawn hears of this.
Oh no.
Harv, you do recognize the name Fawn, but you can't place it. Okay, are you continuing on to the arena?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, settle down, guys. Let's forget about this whole warehouse thing.
Just
I subtly wink.
munching on his potato.
Yeah, still chewing on a potato,
Mm.
peeling the skin away with my teeth.
Skin of the potato, mate. Fucking hell. Salt of the earth you are. Jesus.
As I'm chewing on my potato, I'm saying, let's carry on to the arena, guys. Let's just forget about all this. Let's go. Look at our hands, and you know, we don't have to worry about that warehouse for now. And I start walking off towards the arena without even looking back to see if they follow.
Mm-hmm.
And so you head on to past the foul-smelling brewery, past all the stores, and then you finally make it to the arena. You see a large hustle and bustle of people on the outside. There's 4 guards posted at each possible entrance, so that makes 12 guards in total around the front, because obviously there are warriors coming in and out and they don't want anyone making any trouble. You see what looks to be a homeless man in bright colours to the right of it, and a street performer in the jester outfit to the left. But that's all you can really see from where you are.
Okay. So, shall we walk up to this arena then to have a look at this tournament? They've got to have a flyer or something in there.
Just as
Yeah.
you're saying this, a announcer pops out and goes, 1 hour left till the arena entries close. Currently, we've got the Grand Destroyer against the Monstrosity. And for those of you that have lived here, you know that the Monstrosity is the unbeaten beast in there, or well, they say it's unbeaten. Legend has it that they have been beaten in the past, but are quickly replaced, so no one notices that there was ever a defeat. And thanks for the sub, Ollie. So, after that announcement, you're still going to go in, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah,
Right.
I guess if we're here to check it out, we need to go actually inside and check it out, right?
Yeah.
Is there a sign up booth anywhere nearby?
Yeah, you walk inside and you see this draconian guy. He still has manacles on from when he used to be a slave, and which you find quite odd. But he's there as the receptionist, and he goes, "Ah, I assume you're here to sign up, or are you here to see the Grand Destroyer against the monstrosity?"
I've just raised eyebrow, like, okay, like what?
And for your information, he did lean over the desk to say that to you. And yes, the Grand Destroyer is currently fighting our greatest warrior, the monstrosity inside. Come on, have a look. And but if you stay longer than 5 minutes, I'll come back there and get you to pay.
Well, we may as well go in for a look. Keep going in.
Yeah, let's go for a look.
So Gideon Harv, you walk in with like sort of a giddiness to you because you've not seen the monstrosity before, but you've heard all the legends and the kids' folk tales about how it will torment you at night if you little kids don't go to bed and all that. And so you're excited to see what it looks like in person. And obviously, Ford, not knowing anything, you just assume that it's a guy that is
Yeah,
named the monstrosity. So you don't understand why they're so giddy. And you make your way in to bear witness to a horrific sight of multiple undead spawned by the monstrosity against a single guy who is slaying down each undead one after the other. He knows that some of them used to be part of his party, so it looks like he's praying after he kills some of them. But the monstrosity is a massive spider type being, and as you're there and the guy stands his ground, just roars at it, and this monstrosity doubles. So it splits, halves its size, and there's two of them, and they're both about to lunge for him. And from what you can see, he shields off one of them and like parries away the other, but one of the undead that he didn't kill manages to claw him on the neck. And that is the sight that you witness once you enter. All that happened in like 5 seconds.
I turn to them both, Jordan, Judy, and say, "Oh, yeah, he's fucked."
I
Yeah.
turn back and say, I reckon I could take him.
You're on your own with that one, Goody, I'm afraid.
Yeah. I'm assuming we're sat in stands then, or something, or stood on the ground.
You're standing on the stairs that lead to all the stands.
Oh, right. So I see that there's just this fucking giant monster that's just murdering this one guy that's in there. What I assume was part of a group. I'm just like, this is a waste of fucking time, and I turn to leave.
Yeah, it's not as it's not too dissimilar to the scene that's on the screen.
Yeah.
But as you're turning to leave, the guy does shout and say, like, "Come on, then!" And he sort of uses what you assume is a spell, and it's like a ringing sort of emanates over each of the undead, and most of the undead, not including the spiders, now just collapse to the ground, their heads pulverized by sound, and the spiders look suitably disoriented as they back off from him slightly. It would appear that the earlier wounds, though, is taking its toll on him. And
Is there any spell you know of, Fjord? It looked
I'm
holy.
not looking. I've already
Oh,
turned
yeah.
away. Yeah, I fucked off.
you do hear the ringing, though, as you go.
I shout
I-
at Fjord and I say, Fjord, he's some using some looks like kind of holy magic. You should see this before we go.
Okay.
And then I do a dance.
Then you do a dance.
An alluring dance.
An alluring dance.
You're just there hip thrusting with your hands behind your back, looking at him and saying, "Look at this, Fjord! Look at this!"
I carry on walking away. I've disregarded this entire experience already. That's ridiculous. I'll wait for them outside.
I stop thrusting out of frustration. Frustration.
Frustration, dude. Holy shit.
I turn to what is it? Halv. Out of annoyance due to Fjord's just plain ignorance, and ask him, should we sign Fjord up to fight to get back at him for being so rude about this?
As entertaining as I think that'd be. I don't think I could be part of it because he could die.
Okay, we won't do that. We won't send the Holy Paladin to fight the giant creature.
As I walk past, though, the sign-up sheet. I decided to sign up Humphrey the innkeeper from the.
Okay, so as you leave, you hear a final death cry from the oh, the fuck the warrior's name was, and yeah, he just succumbs to the two beasts, and the announcer, you hear him go, "Well, it was a close fight, but our great warrior sadly perished. Hopefully, the one true legend will be made known in our upcoming 3-on-3 tournament. Entries ending in half an hour." And the draconian that's outside, he notices that you leave early, Ford, and he goes, "Is the monstrosity not up for your taste, eh?"
But I'm literally ignoring them because I disregard this entire farce of entertainment. It's one giant, enormous monstrosity versus men or fighters on the ground that have no chance anyway. Like, there's no entertainment in it because you know how the fight's gonna go. So I'm just like, this is shit. So I walk off.
Well, that's only a special spectacle, that one.
Pretty shit spectacle.
Most of the time, it's just criminals that get put in there anyway, because everyone knows what's going to happen. But that one, he seemed to know a few tricks up his sleeve. Sounded like the cleric cantrip toll the bells, I heard.
Okay. And I'm just like, right, okay.
Anyway, your friend's going to be coming out soon. They'll have to pay otherwise. At this
Okay.
point is when the other two come out. So are you three going to sign up for the 3-on-3 tournament? You could end up with a lot of money. And most of them aren't even good fighters. Like I say, a lot of them are criminals.
I look at Gudio and Fjord and say, "Look, it's 500 gold, but I don't know how much we can. I'm whispering this so the other guy can't hear. It's like I don't think we can trust this guy. Who's to say we won't fight a giant spider?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Or
None of this seems like on the level. I can sense that, and I'm just like, I'm not engaging with this in any way whatsoever. Like, fuck this.
I do turn though and say, I know this Humphrey, the innkeeper from the
My face goes white because I'm about to stop laughing, and I need to just stop.
Humphrey from the Brazen Bull, yeah, the innkeeper. He's been dying to fight in this arena fight, and he's here today. In fact, and if not, you can always find him just in the Eddie's Inn. The Brazen Bull, and
I'm sorry, fighters have to be present, and it's 3-on-3. So I assume that two of you would have been going up with him.
well, not Fjord and Gudio, maybe, I don't know. Can I sign up his daughter? No, joking. No. Okay, I say look, I don't think we should fight.
Well, you mentioned that an inn. What was it? There were champions from the human inn. The sleepy hero. That was it. And come to think of it, that's them over there. There's 3 humans just like walking out. It's like, what a pathetic show. I can't believe that guy used Toll the Bell. What an asshole of a cleric. To think a criminal could learn such a spell. So, as they go in, they notice your motley crew. It's like, what's this scum? The half-pint party signing up, eh? Wait.
The half-pint party. Is that the name of the group now? Is that it?
Wait. Don't I recognize you? And he comes up for a closer look at the blue goblin. And he's like, you're certainly blue, but I'm pretty sure I left you black and blue last night. And his henchmen just like start chuckling along.
Can I throw a potato at his head?
You certainly can.
I hand Greedy a potato.
He's already got one, mate.
I have one. I
You've
got
already
one. What do I have to do?
And all right, so you need
What do I
to
have
roll.
to roll?
You have to first roll an unarmed strike. We'll call it an improvised weapon, and that will be against. Sorry, I just need to get up his armor class. Oh, you have to roll above an 18 to hit him, or like do damage anyway.
What do I have to do just to bonk him on the head?
I'll just roll.
Is
If
it
you roll
this
above
one?
an 18, it's going to hurt him, but either way, it's going to try and hit him.
The way it's worth it, so get ready to run. Never mind, it's a 9.
All right, you throw the potato and it just like bounces off his shoulder. And he said, "Now
I say-
Now that I
Right.
think about it,
No.
aren't you part of that church? It seems to be in a ruined state, as far as I remember. It's a shame if it downright gets destroyed. Maybe you should sign up. Fight me on the field.
I point to Fjord, the Holy Paladin.
Oh, what, like, you're blaming him?
I love that. I think our character
I'm
just like he
I'm
says
just-
that and just Goody just like points at Z. He's just like holy.
Well, no,
Holy
Z's just took the church, so I'm just gonna point at him.
Good point.
I'm just gonna point and just look at him until they realise.
They follow your fingers like, you can't be blaming him for what you just did. It's clear that you threw it. I watched you.
Oh fuck, dude.
I turn around and say, "But now it's his church.
Oh,
You
do you mean that
you can't
lovely
destroy
little
his
wench
church.
Fawn isn't running the place? Why'd they get a grizzled old guy like him? And although
I
you,
turn to the Fjorden half and ask, "Do they want to fight these three people?" Whispering
really.
this is, but they just called my half sister a wench.
I don't care.
he's
You
now
will
technically
care.
under your care as the champion of.
Yes.
You know, we don't know your half sister, so she, you know.
Yeah, but he started a fight, so he could get the shit kicked out of him. I don't care. He didn't have to throw a potato.
I turned to Guido like, look, if you're gonna throw a potato, you got to be prepared to either fight or run. And you saw how I played it, so I start casually walking away.
Yeah, I've already like turned to
as
walk
you're
away.
as you're
After
exchanging.
I said I don't care, I had to walk away. Like I've already like going back to the church at this point. Like I'm just finding my way back.
As you're exchanging this, they've gone. The two henchmen have like gone behind the desk and like got hold of the draconian's manacles and like, oh guards, these non-humans have been causing trouble in the arena, right, draconian? And like, he looks deadly at the draconian as they've got hold of his manacles, and he looks kind of like, and he's just at a loss of words. All three of you are implicated.
I turn to the main group leader and say, "What do you want from me?"
Oh, wait, I might be mistaken. I want another fight.
I asked, "Well, what kind of fight? A one-on-one?"
I'm thinking more 3-on-1. Unless, and he just looks at the draconian, just like looks back at you and says, "We'll leave the decision up to you." And they drop the draconian and walk out the door.
Unless we sign up. Well, I'm just stood on my own, aren't I?
Yeah, you are.
Fjord's just being a massive wimp and just walked away. Half has just done what Half does and just ran away.
I like how
and
hard
I'm
to call the
just
whip,
stood here.
but Ford is.
Hey, look,
Both
I
did the
just
same thing. We did the same
mine's a
fucking
self-preservation, you know. I just say,
Fjord is
if you're
the
gonna
holy
throw a potato
paladin.
at someone, you got to be ready to deal with the consequences.
thing. Yeah, not gonna lie. Chat shit, get
Fjord
hit, mate.
is, yeah,
Them's the rules.
Fjord is the holy. Well,
I
so
walk
I
back
either,
towards the arena just to meet up back to not leave Goody on his own. And
so I either sign us up for a 3v3 or it's a 1v3 later on.
Well, time to roll a new character.
Or, of course, if you did neither option, they could target Thorn in the church.
I shout at
Technically,
Fjord and say, Fjord, wait, we need to talk about this. And
yeah.
I stop like mid-step, and just you can see my shoulders slump. Like, why the fuck are we doing this? This is such a waste of time. Like, whatever.
And so you
So I
know,
What?
you don't have to fight in the arena. Like you do
But
have
we
any
could.
option. Like, just in case you think that I'm pushing you to fight in the arena.
No,
We
I
get-
get
we
that.
can-
No,
I'm thinking more as
no,
like
no. This is Z speaking. No, I get what you're doing. I know exactly. I know what you're doing. I understand. But yeah, sure, okay. So Ford walks back over and goes, "What? What have you got us involved with now? This is the world's shittest tour ever."
Gudio, do you want
I-
to field this one?
I think it's a pretty good tour, actually. You went to a
I
bar,
think it's
started
an
a
amazing
fight,
tour,
started another
actually.
fight.
Your opinion of
Sure.
good is vastly different from everyone else.
Mate,
with
I
a
had a great
heartbeat.
time. We went to the bar. I had 2 drinks, only one of which I paid for. I threw a potato at someone. I've got a fit, fucking, beautiful, fit, fairy fiance now. And
You ate 2 potatoes.
yeah, I've still eating a potato now as we speak.
I think
I didn't stop munching on potatoes. He's just been constantly eating potatoes, dude.
He's got an
I
obsession.
think I think
He's fried
Fjord's
them.
still upset about the fact that he missed me earlier.
No, my idea was to show you how annoyed I was at the fact that you were trying to do robbery
and-
in broad fucking daylight.
Oh, sorry. Well, fight somebody legally then.
The way I see
Oh,
this is if we don't fight them in the arena, they're either going to hunt Gudio down individually, or they're going to come to the
Or-
church.
Yeah, they're
Well,
going to
this sounds
destroy
like
your
not-
new
We
church.
fight them
Sound-
on level ground.
Churches can get rebuilt, not my monkeys and not my fucking circus. If, however, you want to give me your share of the reward for getting us into this, I might be convinced.
I ain't part of my share of the reward, so Gudio.
You know what?
He who cast the first potato.
I will give you half my share,
No,
but
all
I
of
make
it,
no
mate.
promise that I won't
you-
try to
No,
steal it back.
There's no negotiation. Either you get my help or you die in this fight. So, your entire share of the reward or nothing.
Fine, but I will try and steal it back.
Okay. And then
You
if,
just
if I
announced
find it
that to
missing,
him.
and if I find
You
anything
it
missing, I will kill you. That's fine. I have no problems with that.
you'll miss.
What a holy
Slow
man.
little dwarf.
Not if I cast hold person. And then
Can
lock
I
your head
write
off.
a letter to the church
To the monastery, you mean? Yeah.
saying we need a new holy paladin, please?
I'm furious that you would even consider that a criminal's fucking letter would have any weight in the monastery.
I grew up in the monastery. Thank you very
You're
much.
not even a good criminal either.
They just made
You
a prostitute
don't
a
know
saint,
that.
see?
All you've done is rob potatoes.
See,
Exactly.
They just
I
made
didn't
a
even rob it, I
prostitute a
caught it.
saint.
Yeah. Yeah, 'cause they're trying to get
Yeah,
donations from poor people. That's all they're trying to do.
Oh, by the way, your religion
Oh.
is the
We are.
following of Titus.
Look, the way I see it, right, is as much as I don't want to do this fight, and it is definitely Grudio's fault for throwing a potato.
Have you got any
I,
documentation on the religion or anything else on the surrounding area?
Uh,
If anything written up specifically that I could have.
I did have some notes about the church.
Yeah. Chin up surprised that because we haven't had session zeros. Kind of just got thrown in. I was like, oh fuck, all right then.
Yeah. As far as my
Well-
knowledge went, the session zero is just the character making thing, creating background.
Wow,
Your
okay.
character really sucks at insight. I will tell you that. You've read about 8 so far.
No, it keeps rolling it. It's the online stuff. Sometimes it sticks to a number. I could roll, but I want to have a log of the rolls I'm doing because we're not in person.
I've sent you my notes on the religion.
There we
So I
go.
turn to the draconium or whatever the guy is, and start filling out the piece of paper.
Okay. So the draconian sees you start filling out a piece of paper, and he's like, "My God, you know how to write."
Does his character know how to write?
Roll for intelligence with a disadvantage, Gudia.
It's going just
Oh
writing
my
a
God.
random picture and there's a triangle. And be
Roll for intelligence. Okay.
So good, dude. This session's been such a mess. What the fuck?
17 plus 1.
Oh my God.
18.
He managed it, dude.
Luckily for you, the late Mother Helene did teach each of her children the basics of writing, like how to spell their name, age, and whatnot. And that's really all you need for filling out a piece of paper like this. But like Fawn, you're not too good with pen and paper. So,
Thanks.
did you say thanks?
Yeah.
Look, I'm not gonna lie, right? I'll fight if it's three of us, but I ain't going into no outnumbered match.
Well, there is 3 of us now.
Oh no, it's just 3-on-3. Don't you worry about that.
Because Mr. Glorious Paladin over here is extorting me to fight, so there we go.
Make your bed and you can lie in it.
I mean, it's not unlike the church to be there.
Yeah.
Showing
Absolutely.
The church is like this, mate. That's what they do. They extort the fuck out of people.
So,
I have seen it coming, really.
Well,
raised
if
in
we're
a
going to
monastery
die
and everything.
tomorrow, I want to, there's a part of me wants to go see Nessie for one last time,
Yeah, go get your end away. I get it.
so once you finish, he snaps the paper away from you and says, "Right, you're all settled in then. Sorry that you got bullied into joining the tournament, but it's a 3-bracket tournament, and they're on the opposite wing of you. If you make it to the final round, you'll be fighting them
When does it start?
tomorrow.
Tomorrow at.
Bright and early in the evening.
Okay. Bright and early in the evening.
Sunset, basically.
Okay. Tomorrow at sunset. Okay. All right. TY.
You have yourselves a good rest of the afternoon now.
I'm just gonna turn to Half and just politely ask him, where are we sleeping tonight?
So, there's other inns. We could find somewhere else to stay, but we need to go back
church.
via that. Or there's a church. I want to go back via the Brazen Bull. For obvious reasons. I got plans.
Yeah, but you're just going to get your end away. What, we're going to stand around there? I'm going to head straight back to the church. And I'm going to chill out.
As all 3 of
So
you... so you're all exiting, sorry.
Yeah, I'll split off and go back to the church because I've got no business anywhere else.
I'm going to Brazen Bull.
Before you all split off...
I'll go with Half.
Actually, no. So Z heads off towards the slums, and the other 2 are heading towards the entrance to the warehouse district, past the slums. But before they get off of the stairs, the homeless man sort of stumbles and falls, and
Fuck's sake! Why am I going through the slums?
Why is the fast? It's where the church is.
It's the church is in the slums.
Yeah. I'll
Okay,
pull
cool.
up the
So I'm
map
gonna get
again.
robbed. Fucking sick! I love this fucking
Oh.
campaign already.
So you see that little blue building in the top right-hand corner of the slums? The top left-hand corner of the slums.
Yeah, blue.
Yeah, that's the church.
Okay, wicked.
Where's the Brazen Bull again?
It's the red
with you.
building in the warehouse district,
Okay.
next to the wine brewery. But you've not gone
Yeah,
past the
cool.
wine brewery because you chose to not go through that way. Okay, so on the outside, Harv and Gudio, they see the homeless man stumble and a lot of his trinkets and stuff sort of fall out. Harv, you can tell that these trinkets are of very high quality, made by a master craftsman. And Gudio, you just see things that you can steal.
Yeah, shiny things.
Shiny.
You think there's a little bit of similarity to this guy from your former employer, but you can't quite tell at this distance. The old man's just like gathering his things back into his little wooden box. He's like, "Oh dear, I didn't sell anything again today. Oh, am I going to rebuild? Rebuild." And you just hear him mumbling to himself. You can't quite tell what it is he's saying, but he's just mumbling away.
I turn to Gia. I'm like, so I can tell you right now that those trinkets he just dropped are worth a pretty penny.
Wait, why have I left
What?
the two thieves together?
And
Mainly
I
because-
turn back
mainly
and
because-
say,
My character, Z's talking, mainly because my character's not fucking thief. I'm not really
Yeah.
going to do anything apart from get fucking caught. So I'm like, well, let him fuck about then.
So I
I
say
turn
to
to him and you thinking what I'm thinking?
yeah, I think I am, but
Yeah.
I'd
I,
love if they just start naming different cons. Prince on the
how
Pauper.
about this? So he's like still all that stuff's on the floor still and stuff, isn't it? He's like just trying to scramble and pick it up.
Yeah, he's trying to scramble, pick it all back into his box.
I he's got a box.
I vote the good old classic get help.
Oh, the what you run up and pretend that you've injured and shout get help, and then I swipe
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
I'm down. Let's do it.
Wait, what are we gonna need to
What would you
swipe it? Sleight of hand, isn't it?
sleight of hand? I have +5 and I've got
Yeah.
+11
Okay,
stealth.
So first, the person going up
So
to do
that's
the swiping will
supposed
have
to
to do stealth, then sleight of hand.
So I have
So, yeah,
+11
you
stealth,
do
+5 sleight of hand.
Yeah, you do that. I've only got +5 stealth and 2 sleight of hand.
You make it a good distraction. You got to be convincing. Obviously, you got to sell this.
So this guy is having a hard time, so you have to roll to like notice that it's a distraction, but he'll have a disadvantage on it because I'm assuming you're going to be quite loud with it. So how are you going to try and distract?
we're gonna
Take
get help. Yeah.
Yeah, but what's your performance?
I'm gonna run up to him and like, we'll talk. I'll talk to Half. How do you want to play this? Should I like run into him and then act like I'm dying? Or
Footballer.
should I run up to him and act like I'm already dying?
So, yeah, I reckon just like, stumble into him and like, maybe even like knock him over a bit or something. And then just hold on to him and just ask for help. And while you're doing that, I'll swipe everything. And then, I don't know, you're just going to miraculously feel better and walk off.
Okay, we'll try this. Okay,
Okay.
ready?
Okay.
Do we need to roll anything beforehand? No.
So to roll stealth, then sleight of hand.
So, yeah.
But after the performance,
Only,
you've got to go
only you
open.
need to roll stealth, Ollie. But because you're being quite loud, it will cause a lot of attention to you, so you don't need to roll anything, Jamie.
Okay.
As it so happens, he rolled to see how deep in his own thoughts he is, to either notice or not notice the thing, and he with the disadvantage he rolled it at 17, so he's just still just like gathering his things, not even noticing that there's someone dying next to him. That's how bad his situation is at the moment.
Okay, I'm gonna like sort of run round the corner at like a worried pace, and I'm gonna trip and perfectly fall and take him out with me.
All right, for that you
So
will need to
immediately,
roll performance check.
okay. I got a 5.
So you run, and your plan is to knock him over and everything. But as you're running, you just sort of slip and fall into like the little rain well next to where you're running, like 2 meters before him, and still doesn't notice you. But he is still deep in his thoughts, so Ollie could have a chance.
Can I get back up and just sort of tap him on the shoulder?
He like, yeah. So
Are you sure? I guess you wouldn't need to roll anything for that.
No, I'm gonna tap on his shoulder. And does he notice me?
Hey, sure. Well, would you like to buy a trinket? And he holds out this well-crafted doll that he's made.
No. I really need your help. Please help me. I really need your help, good sir. I'm currently being chased. I got three humans after just a poor little dwarf boy.
Roll persuasion. At this distance, you can
Poor
also
little-
notice that
poor little
he is a
goblin.
human.
Poor little goblin boy.
Yeah,
Roll
persuasion. Yeah.
17.
yes.
Oh goodness. I don't really have anywhere to stay myself. But there's a nice little well that I sometimes hang out in over yonder. He turns away from his stuff and to point where the well is, that's like filled with rubble, that he says, and it's a good sheltered place to stay in because it's got a hood in it.
Okay, so if he's just faced away from his
I'm gonna
stuff,
hold his arms and keep him faced away. Just like sort of like nearly cry and collapse into his arms.
I'll let you do that.
so then I need to roll stealth because I'm then gonna try and move in
Yeah.
and grab stuff.
You've got plus
So that's
11.
22. Yeah.
Yeah, you easily manage with your with your self-invented rubberized shoe made from like tree sap, with like a rubbery sap sole. You make no sound as you approach, and you can see that his bag is just full of odd bits like tools of the craft, and the only full thing you can see is that doll that he was trying to sell.
The only what thing?
The only thing you can see that might be of any value would be the doll that he was trying to sell, which you also notice is oddly familiar, but really like, expensive looking. Like it's a doll made for nobles.
Okay, so I'm gonna just go for the doll.
Okay. You need to roll a sleight of hand, and
20.
you rolled a 21 for Wait, did you natural 20?
No, natural 15 plus 5, so 20.
He rolled a 16 plus 5 for perception. So
What the shit?
yeah, he just notices that someone's like, because the doll's resting against his leg, so you've got it in your hands, but he
Right.
felt it and like
I react quickly and start putting the doll into his bag and saying like, "Oh, I'm so sorry to see you drop all your stuff." And
alright. He's in his own head. He'll believe you for that, and he was like, "Oh, what a nice young man." What
and
might I call you? Wait,
my name is Fjord.
you're half, aren't you?
Oh, yes, that is me. Sorry, I was thinking of someone else.
You worked for me a year ago.
I did. I'm assuming my character, not my character now. I'm assuming I would know what I was doing a year ago.
Yeah. So a year ago, you were employed by a friendly human that like employed lots of different craftsmen. The reason that now it clocks in head, the reason that Fawn's name rings a bell with them talking about the church is that as part of this guy's employment, any subpar material would be given freely to the church orphans, which at the time you also assumed that most of the orphans were selling the items you'd give them to get a quick buck for food or medicine, but you were happy to take them anyway. You worked as cartographer, which orphans didn't really have time for, but you thought it was good for everyone to get a chance to help out. But whether you choose to use this information now, it would just throw it as like he's an old senile man, whatever.
Yeah.
Are you still making those paintings? They were beautiful maps.
Yes, I still do. I pull out the rough sketch I've done. This is just a rough sketch, but one of my works. You won't believe someone tried to steal it and sell it as their own.
You also know that his name is Christopher.
Christopher.
Yes.
Christopher.
It's bad business losing you. It's a shame we had that disagreement about the place being bought out. It's been turned into a fucking theme park now, outside the city. God, I miss Trinket Kingdom.
There was a good days. I take all the orphans are starved and dead now. Then
I don't know. We took them to the Church of Titus in the slums. Who knows? Here, why don't you have that doll as remembrance? I hope to see you again, good friend.
I take the doll and I say, "Thank you, Christopher. I'll cherish this gift." And I suddenly turn to Greedo and I say, Can I help this goblin here? Is everything okay?
I turn to Half and go, no,
Sorry, say that again.
please help.
That you went so high pitched that your mic didn't pick
Yeah.
it up.
Oh, damn.
So what
I
did you
need
say?
help.
You need help, right?
I'm being attacked. You need to stick to the plan.
I shake my head and I say I say almost in a kind of oh dear kind of and I say to Christopher, Lord Christopher, you should let me deal with this business. I hand him the rest of his stuff, keeping the doll obviously, and I say you take care of yourself, and I give him a potato.
Oh, many
You're
thanks
running
to
out
you.
of potatoes.
That was your last potato.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I've eaten all the other ones.
And many thanks to you, Harv. If I see you again, hopefully we can. It'll be under better circumstances.
And I hope so too, Christopher. At which I grab Gudio's arm and put it over my shoulder, and then drag him off.
Okay.
And
From here, I'm assuming you're going to heading away to the Brazen Ball now.
that is my plan. I was going to say, I was speaking to Gudio. So
Yeah, go on.
when we return tomorrow, before we go to the arena, we can sell the doll.
I do know of some.
I know all the best places to get good deals.
Corrupt caravan.
Oh yeah, I
Oh.
forgot that was in your character notes.
Perfect. Well, but yeah, we'll split it 50-50.
Let's go.
But,
We'll rub it in Fjord's face when we get back.
I have one last thing to do, and I stomp off to the Brazen Bull.
The Nessa
I'm
is
gonna
not a
wander
thing.
back to the.
I won't bother it. I was literally just going to tell her to because out of character, I'm not going to bother doing it. But I'm going to get her and just be like, "Right, come meet me at the church later," and then awkwardly get it on whilst everyone's trying to sleep.
Oh, go on.
I'm gonna wander back to the church.
No, I'm going to walk back to the church as well.
Oh, all right. Z, can you roll a D4 for me?
A D4.
Yeah.
Okay. A 3.
Right. So on your way through the slums, heading back to the church, because it was quite early in the morning when you did, there wasn't too much activity when you first arrived at the church. But now that it's starting to get to evening, the slums are coming alive, which is a bit different to the rest of the city. And as you're going along, do you see there's a few guys that are just trading different pouches in the dark alleys, and you're walking down the middle of the road, you see certain red lamps light up in different windows, and you go on a bit further, and there's there's one fairy with tattered old wings. She seems quite an old woman herself, and a Goliath woman just approaches you. They say, chewing on a bit of tobacco, so looking for a good time, love?
No.
Oh, come
Nope.
on. I bet you can handle a big girl.
Fuck off.
Okay.
I'm literally just going to keep walking past. I'm just going straight to the church. I don't give a shit about any of these. I don't give a shit about the slums. Like I came from the monastery, and I was told, "Oh, you're going to help this church," and my character's so pissed off. I'm just surrounded by this hive of scum and villainy, and I'm just furious. I'm just like so pissed off. So all this red light district shit. Just like, oh yeah, do you want? I'm like, fuck off. I just don't care. My character just does not give a shit. Just walking straight back to the church.
God, what a prude. Okay, so yeah, you make it back to the church with nothing else eventful happening.
Yeah.
And
Uh,
the other two, as they're walking, can you roll a d4 for me?
a D4.
Just one of you needs to roll.
It's when you click the dice in the bottom left, it's the very bottom one is a D4. Looks like a pyramid.
Oh yeah,
There you go.
everyone.
Yo, Ollie.
I don't know
Thanks
what
for
I got
gifting us up to
You got a
Dragon.
4.
a 4.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Ollie, what a gamer, dude. What a fucking gamer. Shout outs to Ollie,
fucking
dude.
gamer.
What a fucking gamer, dude.
So as you two are going, once again, there are more red lights lit up, and see what looks to be the end of different deals going on and the start of others in the dark alleys. But so would you like to try and convince Harv to take your shortcut routes, or do you want to go the main route?
Seeing as we just stole the doll, we'll take
We
the
gifted
main
it. We gifted it.
route.
Isn't that stolen?
Okay, it sounds better if we say we stole. We'll take the good route.
So you're going to try
The
what good
safe
route?
one.
The shortcut route or the main one?
Which one's safer?
Yes. You're just as likely in
Well,
either way.
can we take the sewers?
If you can convince Harv to take the sewers, you can take the sewers.
Oh my god.
Half.
Look, there is no way that I am getting any punani if I'm covered like in shit. Especially when you're fucking 2 foot tall, man. Like, it's gonna be up to your neck.
He's gonna
You
need like a
want-
bamboo stick just to get some fresh air out from
You
this
want
sea
to
of
lose
shit.
the doll, or you want to keep the doll? It's up
It's not
to
gonna be worth
you.
much covered in shit.
It won't be worth. It will be worth less if it's gone.
Look, it's hidden. We've just got to get through the slums. If you do you know this area well, if you know a shortcut, we could just
We'll
go the
take
shorter route.
shortcut then. Just know if we get mugged, we should have gone in the sewers.
I'll.
You should have been with the high strength character.
The high strength character is having a Mardy at the moment. He's storming off.
He's giving us abandonment issues. Is what he's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Abandonment issues because you keep dragging us into shit, mate. Like, what the fuck? Like, oh, you're abandoning
Most
us.
of the kerfuffles, all of the kerfuffle we've had has been potato related.
It's all fucking you guys, like, are causing shit, and you're wondering why this pious man is furious.
Okay, we'll take the shortcut through the slums, and I'll lead.
The dock. Okay, so you start taking the shortcut, and it's sort of the route where the storm drains lead past. It's not many people go this way apart from the orphans and kids that grew up in the area, because it was like a daring sort of trek to go, but it's not too difficult. And as you go, there's get to a point, there's a giant rat that blocks your path. And it
Taking the
turns
sewers.
as you arrive, and sort of like screeches and it looks like it's going to attack you.
Well, 10 to half. Well, we've got no potatoes to throw at it to lure it away.
Potatoes. If only we had potatoes.
Yeah,
So
but anyway,
that's a
destroy it.
depiction of the sort of like storm drain route that you're in. The rats to the right of the furthest bits of rubble.
Rubble. Okay. I mean, how strong would you say this rat is?
Me, I mean,
Well,
you can roll to try and investigate it.
So I'm really weak with strength, so I'm not a very like.
I could do passive int, which is the best. How do I do investigation? Oh, I've got an advantage in my investigation, so I'll roll for investigation.
All right.
I got 16 in my investigation, and it's an advantage. I don't know if that means anything.
Right. So advantage means roll again. If it's higher, we'll take that.
No, we'll take 16.
Okay. Well, you yourself know that when there's a giant rat, you'll often call other giant rats to it, but generally they're pretty easy to beat on your own. You don't need to be in a party.
Okay.
It's the sort of thing that kids would like practice their swordsmanship and stuff on.
Well, I do have a crossbow, which
As do
means
I.
we could both stand a little bit far away and just blink it.
It
Yeah,
splinters
let's
again,
fire.
and two more giant rats come out of the storm drain.
Let's fire our crossbows.
Yeah, we'll fire both targeting the same one.
All right. Well, first
I,
off,
I reckon they're going to be pretty weak, aren't they? So I reckon we target one each.
One each, yeah.
it's they've noticed you, so we'll have to roll initiative since you've decided to attack. So can each of you roll initiative?
How do you roll? There you go. 15.
Yeah, let's come up.
Where is initiative? Oh, there. 20.
Oh, okay. Right, so it's you two first, then the rats.
So
it's Gudio first.
Do I click on the hit/DC one? On my crossbow
Yeah,
light.
if you're rolling an attack, you click on that, and then if the
Okay.
attack hits, if DM says it hits, then you roll the damage.
Fit 20.
oh,
Dirty
that
and natural.
No, 15 natural. But and does it hit?
Yeah, it does hit. Which one you going for? A, B, or C?
We'll go A.
Okay.
Phil, on the map, we're not seeing any models on the tiles. By the way, we've just got
Yeah,
empty
no,
tiles there.
there's imagination. Alright,
5 damage.
right. So that one looks to be pretty hurt, but it's not dead. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh fuck. Copy. What yeah. Okay, so those are the rats.
A, B, and C going upwards.
Yeah.
okay, cool.
Okay, have The triangle will be half, and what should we do? What shape do you want?
Any.
Yeah, you can be a love heart. Or actually, no, they should be the other way around.
Other way round.
Half is the playboy. Right, but for half,
Okay.
you'll be a disadvantaged hit because you're having to fire through rubble unless you want to move first.
If I move first, then they're going to get an attack or a movement, aren't they? First, they've got to move
No,
still.
that's only if you're within attack range and you move that they'll get an attack of opportunity.
We're safe.
So you can move and fire with relative safety.
I'm gonna stay there because the rubble can provide a bit of safety anyway, and then they'll come into my line of sight.
Even if you fluke it and hit A for little damage, then it'll.
Yeah, exactly. I'm
probably
gonna go
kill it.
for A.
Okay.
It says I've got a crossbow in my inventory, but it's only giving me short bow in my rolls.
Oh, you'll need to equip it.
It needs to have been equipped.
Inventory.
The little. The little square, I think.
What add equipment?
Oh no, you're proficient
It
with the
should be.
crossbow, but
I just don't have one.
You've got a short bow.
Right. Okay. Right. I'm gonna do my short bow. So
Oh wait, I need to go down on my crossbow bolt.
19, natural 11.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. Damage is 9 plus 6 plus 5, so 11.
Yeah. So how do you want to kill it?
So I've got a little short bow, haven't I? I just want to really calmly just pull my short bow up and I pull my arrow back. I lock in the shot. I release the arrow. It soars through like the middle of the rubble, just perfectly between two stones, and then lands straight and just travels through the rat's eye and kills it.
Nice. Okay, so this one. So we're gonna. We'll just.
We'll take him down, Jamie. We're gonna take him down.
Right, so it's now the rat's turn. What's his speed? 30 feet. Give me a sec. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that one's going to move up to there. Does it have any... What's its attack range? The reach is 1 foot. I don't think it's going to be able to hit you. Yeah, no, it's not.
Woo!
Okay. And then the other rat is also going to move up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, directly behind it. Okay. So yeah, it's going to be Goodio's turn again.
I have the bonus action of 2-weapon fighting.
Yes.
And I can. So that means I can dual wield my.
So
Is it Yulka? Yugila?
yeah, your
Ulka.
Eukla,
Yeah.
something like that. And so what that means is you can roll to attack, and that would be your what's it called? So if you're attacking with one of your things, that would be. So your if it was a dagger, you'd be doing your D4 plus your 5, but your bonus action will just be the D4. No, your 5. It doesn't take into account the extra damage from the D4. But it's
So
still
what's that
2
mean?
attack. So whereas where with your dagger it's 1d4 plus 5 damage. Your when you
Yeah.
attack with your offhand, you won't get the dice roll. It will just be the flat damage.
Okay. Well, I'll do that. I don't have a dagger actually. I've only got 2. Yulka. But okay, I'll do that. So I want to do the hit slash DC thing.
Okay.
I'll target the first one that's closest to me because it'll be in range.
Yeah.
Oh, 9. 9 to hit.
Does not hit. So you go to hit it with your first attack, and it definitely just dodges to the side, and it glances off its oily fur.
Now do I roll to hit it again?
Yes, you do.
17. So that
That
hits with base damage.
Yes. Although, no, it's just the D8, not the +3. I'm getting it wrong, sorry.
Oh, okay. So
yeah.
whatever. Okay.
So, yeah, that definitely hits. So roll your D8.
7.
Oh my god. How do you want to kill it?
Yes.
Can I spear it straight through the middle of its skull?
So, you've just done your downward attack, and it's definitely gone past it into the ground. As you're raising the upper bit, I'm pretty sure it's two-headed, isn't it?
No, it's like a long
Yeah.
bar with a massive spike on the end.
So with your offhand, you just lunge straight forward and dead center of the skull through, and it splits part of its spine as well.
Let's go, rat skewer. Woo! Go on, finish it.
Okay, half. Once again, if you do anything from there, I mean, oh yeah, you have to move towards it, don't you?
I've got 5-foot reach with my rapier. But I also have bonus action of I can do a dash.
Yes, so I mean you'll definitely be able to reach at this distance, like if you move towards it. So you've gone there.
Yeah, I'm gonna move towards it and go for it with the rapier.
Okay. So you have to move around those. So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. All right. So you're directly in front of it, or to the side, or something.
I'm gonna come at it from the side and I'll be like, go for its neck.
Okay. You're up next to the side of it.
Okay. Yeah.
You're gonna roll to a hit.
14.
Yep, that hits.
13 damage.
How do you want to kill it?
I
Like I said, these are weak.
Yeah, I pull out my rapier. I do a riposte, fancy flourish. And as I do so, I just gracefully plunge the thing directly in its fucking face from behind, back of the head into the brain, and then just smoothly pull out the rapier again, flick the blood off, put it back.
And you do that, and So now there are 3 giant rat corpses in the thing, and I'm assuming you're keeping on towards the church now. That's over.
And we harvest anything from the rats.
And you can do an investigation, see if they had anything in their gut that they might have been accidentally eating. Because if someone dies, they might accidentally swallow a ring or something.
Well, good job I've got advantage, so I can have a second roll. 10.
10, right. You're just there and you're rummaging through the guts of this rat, and as far as you can tell, it's just been eating shit.
Great.
There's nothing of value inside it.
So I can do the same, can't I?
Sure, if you want.
He finds anything
Oh,
good, I swear to
22.
God.
22.
Okay.
He finds a platinum piece.
As you're going through, you manage to not actually in the rat itself, but to the side, you notice that the rain had washed away 3 silver pieces.
Woohoo! Gonna spend it on drugs and hookers.
You have a
Joking.
fiance, calm down.
I
Hmm?
don't even know how much that's
Let's go
cost in
back
this
to the
world.
church.
Just as you're leaving, you hear a bit of a scuttering behind you. You look back to see that that other rat, like smaller rats, have just been feasting on the body now that you've left.
I was gonna say run.
Yeah, let's make a moozy.
Need to set up camp.
Yeah, so you make it back to the church safe and sound, and inside you find just Fawn asking Z, how his day went, why isn't Gudio escorting you anymore, saying how she'll rip your ear off when you get back, and all manner of stuff like that.
Hmm.
Are you going to be responding to her at all?
She's gonna do what? Because your mic was cutting out.
Oh, sorry.
What?
She's just like asking you how your day was, what did you think of the city, asking why Gudio wasn't with you, and saying like how she'll rip his ear off when he gets back for not keeping to his promise.
I just shrug shoulders at her, going, "Well, whatever. We're in a
He's a
tournament tomorrow.
miserable
It's whatever."
dwarf. That's why I'm
Oh,
not
you're
with
in a
him.
tournament, are you?
Yeah.
Is that the one at the arena?
Your camera's gone.
Yeah, I know. I'm
Check your
fixing it.
battery. All right.
Is that the one at the arena?
Hmm. Apparently, we've found ourselves in a fight that we have to do now, and we had to sign up to the tournament.
Oh my, that sounds dangerous. If you need any healing afterwards, I'll give it to you for free. Gudio I'll have to pay.
Rude.
I go, sure, okay. And then I just go off to wherever in the church that's got like sleeping quarters or something where I set up for the night.
There is one bed in the church, isn't the fact that Fawn has been using, she's offered it to you. Gudio was asleep on the pews when he came to that morning.
Right.
And
Right. Back to the pews I go.
Huh?
Back to the pews I go.
Yeah. Let me get back to the church. So the other two walk through the door, hands covered in shitty blood from the rats that they've been disemboweling, and they're looking quite pleased with themselves, having decimated that fight without taking any damage.
Mm-hmm.
Damn right, we're proud of
Beautiful.
ourselves.
Yeah. Absolutely speared him.
My God, Gudio, why haven't you been with our new guest? I told you to escort him around the town, oh, I have. And she brushes her hair to the side and looks at you. You know that ever since she was a child, she's had she had a bit of a crush on that Harv when he used to.
I'm drawing the line here.
Why?
That's
By the way,
like
Phil, you're
the
off center
half
on your
sister.
camera.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
we've just got your ear up.
Huh? Oh, right.
Your camera.
Ooh.
So anyway, I'm gonna walk over to the pews and get comfortable again and get to sleep.
Okay. But yeah, so she starts flirting. I will say that she is like 28 now.
Wrong with that? I'm 31. Is there nothing wrong being 28?
I just sort of thought that Gudio thought it was his younger sister, and he
Oh.
is like 18, I think.
Mhm.
Alright.
But yeah, so she's gonna just like stay trying to flirt with you, and she starts to flirt, just like saying, "So, what brings you to this part of the town? You're not here with the toy drive again, are you?" And then she just catches a whiff of your hands that you've not washed, and she's like, "Oh, do you want me to try and run a bath for you? No disrespect."
I mean, I'd love a bath, and have you got any potatoes?
No, unfortunately. I just gave my share of food to the rest of the orphans. They're
So
out
you
sleeping
say
in
there's
the other
a.
room.
Well, I suppose the orphans should have potatoes. But no, I'd appreciate a bath. Cheers.
She stokes a fire underneath what looks to be just like a really big bucket of water, and puts it in the corner and pulls the curtain that should be covering part of one of the windows and attaches it to the wall so it sort of covers that corner. It's like, it's all ready for you. And she then just like finds another pew. Well, she goes into the side room where all the other orphans are to sleep with them.
I say thank you very much, and I have a bath and wash all the rat off me.
So, as the night draws near, you hear the faint to-wit-to-woo of owls and the odd drunken person as they walk past the broken windows, saying, "Oh, this place has got a facelift. Church of Saint Helene. Who's Helene?" And it's not a very restful night's sleep with all the noise, but eventually sleep does find you, and you prepare for what might be a grueling fight the next day.
Woo!
And with the end of day one, I think that's where we will leave it.
Uh-huh.
Lovely.